14th of February is a great day for the students at Music Crossroads, Malawi. And no, I'm not talking about Valentine's Day, but some students here are graduating, those that studied music, some fashion and lifestyle, as well as ICT. In today's 21st generation, we are talking to especially students that studied music and lifestyle, that is fashion and lifestyle. That is because these are careers that are not taken as noble and are usually questionable, especially by parents and the entire community. So we just want to look at their interest in these careers and as well as how they're going to navigate that into the real world. My name is Ruth Chavula, and of course right now I'm going to start my chat with one student who was studying music. Hi, how are you?
Hi, how are you?
I am good. What's your name?
My name is Robert Kalinde.
Robert, how does it feel to graduate?
Well, it feels great. It feels a relief, I should say, as we have come to the end of our academic year, and finally we get to go to the world. Yeah.
I mean, studying music, should we say, is as stressful as any other career, like, studying medicine, education, this and that?
Yeah, it is. It is very challenging. Maybe it's different altogether when you just listen to a song and you come here, you see how it's done, how it's been produced, how it's been developed from scratch. Yeah, it's challenging.
At what point did you decide to say, you know what, I want to study music and make it a lifetime career?
Well, music starts off as a passion and a hobby for most of us. So it was a point where I got to decide that, okay, how do these people come up with such beats, such drum patterns, such guitar patterns? What's really into music? Like, we just listen to it, but I just decided, no, I can be a part of this and be part of the change and get to know what music is all about. Yeah.
All right, so when did you start studying here at Music Crossroads, Malawi?
So it was January 2023. So the academic year runs for 2 years. So I just decided to dive in and see what's music is like. Yeah.
Enlighten me, and of course for those that are watching us right now, when you study music like this and you graduate, is it almost the same as any other person going to maybe a university and graduating, or maybe do you like balance to say, you know what, for now I'm going to study music and then later on I'm also going to study something else?
Yes, some may further their studies, but we also have like some people coming from MAST coming to join us, and then their thoughts on what we study here, they're like, you guys, you're way ahead of us, like in terms of practical, the interface with the teachers, the theory part of it. When they're here, they'll be like, oh, you guys are really doing great. Because maybe sometime we had students from MAST who were like in the third year, they joined us, and then they were surprised. I was also surprised, how can the third year student not know this, So it is like the same thing, People from here, we can dive into the world to take our careers to the next step. Some of us will be teachers of the music, theory. Some we are into bands, musical bands, and some will be, doing music business, stuff like that.
All right. Sure. Before we, of course, highlight some of the jobs that one can do afterwards, as a young person, when you decided to take music as a career, did you have any reservations, or did you ever think at any point to say, you know what,
Yeah, so in everything, it takes time, It's not a one-day thing and then it clicks. So, sometimes you feel, is this going to work? But with the teachers here, they encourage us. They're also good role models because they're practically musicians, So we see how their lifestyle is, and we say, no, this is the way. These are the people that have passed through this route. So we are following the footsteps, and with their advice, we feel we're safe, Sure.
Do you ever do research as students to see how music is doing in the country, especially in generating income? Because at the end of the day, you study to, do something for yourself, of course.
So in terms of the income generation aspect of music, it generates a lot of money. As you can clearly see in in Malawi, we book artists to come here and perform. So that's a lot of money, and they come here, they make money, they go. So even to us students, we see that as an opportunity that if we can group ourselves into bands and perform maybe somewhere, we can make a living. Yeah, out of that too.
All right. Just in addition to that, you already touched on some of the jobs that one can do out of this music career. Maybe can you just highlight on some of the jobs in case someone right here is wondering, "Good, ndikangophunzira basi ndizakhale musician." Some people don't even go to school for that. I think you can point at some artists in Malawi, and you feel like what, and to a bit of school, but they're making it. Of course. So, what are some of the jobs that one can get out of studying music?
Yeah, so one of the jobs they're like it's like music production. You can be a music producer. You hear the likes of DJ Slave. They're all producers. They're making money out of it. We have music theory teachers teaching into like schools, like children. Yeah, we can have a music business as music advertising. We can have people show booking, people who arrange shows, organizers, yeah, stuff like that. Stage managers, yeah, those are the kind of jobs you can get. Sure.
Okay, as a young person in the country, again, what would you say are some misconceptions surrounding maybe music career?
Well, music career, maybe people would say, so it's a serious career, yeah, as you say it. Yeah, people wonder, what do you study? You study music? Music, yeah, why you back to school? People get to ask a lot of questions. So people don't take music serious as a career, but when you get to a point where you have met the music, now you get to understand. Yeah, sure.
All right, for a person who's watching us right now, especially a young person that also wants to maybe study music, but they have reservations pertaining to some of the reasons that we have already, mentioned in the program, how would you encourage that person?
Well, I would hugely encourage them because music is something that starts inside you. So, yeah, stuff like that. You can see that this child has passion. And let me also say this to the parents that let the children come here at Music Crossroads or anywhere else they can learn music to develop their skill, to enhance their skill. You never know. People are making money out of this, So yeah, I would say people really need to come and brighten their light here at Music Crossroads and let it shine. Sure.
A lot of young people, face, numerous challenges, especially maybe mental health. How would you say music has not only helped you, but helps other young people to cope?
Yeah, so music is medicine, as you all know. When either you're feeling lonely, you listen to some music, or you're maybe missing some loved ones, you listen to music. And also, it's not only about listening to it, but also being a part of it. Yeah, it removes the stress maybe you can have when you're alone by just being together with your friends here. So it really saves some mental illnesses or diseases or challenges when we come together. We talk about it, we share in our groups. So it's something that is inclusive. Yeah.
All right, Robert, before you go, what is your next step? How are you going to go about what you've studied here?
So what I've studied here is something that I have to contribute to the community. It has to bring change to the community. So I love teaching music. Yeah, so from here, I'm going to teach music. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, and all the best into everything that you're going to do.
Thank you very much.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Robert who studied music. He says from here he's going to be teaching music. So if you're interested in learning, please do feel free to reach out to the young person. Remember, in this program, we are talking to young people that have just graduated here at Music Crossroads, Malawi, in different things like music, ICT, and fashion. I did mention that in this program, of course, we're only focusing on those that studied music and lifestyle. Next up, I'm going to be chatting with one girl who studied fashion and lifestyle, just to also see her inspiration and, of course, how she's going to navigate that into the real world. So stay tuned and enjoy the program. Welcome back. You're still watching to the first generation right here on Zodiac Television. As mentioned earlier, right now I'm joined by Sandra Ruhana, who studied fashion and lifestyle. And of course, in this program, she talks about her inspiration, of course, and as well as how she's going to navigate that into the real world. Otherwise, you're welcome.
Thank you so much.
How are you doing?
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm fine. You seem so male for someone who is graduating today. How is your day going?
My day is so smooth, yeah?
Yeah.
And I woke up today. I was very excited because I was graduating today in fashion and lifestyle.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
All right. Can you just briefly tell us your inspiration to study fashion and lifestyle?
All right. As a girl, I was just seeing some other things on social media. So I was like, yo, when I see some beautiful dresses, people doing fashion in other things, I was like, can I just be making these on my own? Because if I take like a fabric to give it to somebody else, they might end up doing what I don't like. So I was like, let me just be doing this myself. Yeah.
Okay. And before coming to study at Music Crossroads, did you ever embark on that fashion journey? Did you maybe start making your own clothes, this and that?
No, I wasn't making any. I just came here, yeah, to learn that. So I was taught very well. Yeah.
All right. So what's your plan afterwards? From here, what is your next step?
Okay, from now, let me just be honest, I'm not going to do anything for now because I'm also at school. I'm studying another thing also at college. So after that, I think I'm going to continue. I'm going to open a shop, and continue this stuff. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. But as for now, I'm just staying Kai. I won't do anything about it.
All right, as a lady, but also a young person in the country studying fashion, what would you say are some misconceptions that you have come across concerning this career?
Ambiri ndindava kamba amangorona kuti ndife mwina opanda school sitinaphunzire tangoti tipite ku fashion why because amadai ambira kupanga fashion, why are you doing that? Can you just continue your other course? I was like, no, I just want this one. I just want to do this one as well because you learn something from there. You might be sewing into zambiri. You can be selling a lot of things. If I learn, I can also maybe open my own to teach others. Oji mina sana bide badali in this school jani, yeah, I can be teaching them. So yeah, that was it.
One thing for sure that I know now is the fashion industry is growing in the country. I don't know, have you done your own research to find out how good it is, especially on the market, so that you are able to sell your things?
Yeah, I have done a few research. I've seen that it's very good. Yeah, especially here at Music Crossroads. You see, there are people from Norway, from Brazil. Those people like zinto zaji tradition like zosoga. So utobeza kudu kusoga zinto zambiri mbiri, they will take it. Abezega zokudu mina abina nazo kwao kuja, and then abezode ena sogo kwa kuzifuna because they are always inspired in these zinto zosoga za fashion is. And then you can be making a lot of money for that. You can be just doing here at a low price and then you sell them but price mbiri mbiri, just like my teacher do, okay? She does the same, the one who taught me here at Music Crossroads. Yeah.
Talking about that, what is your unique approach to fashion? I know, like I already mentioned, I know a couple of designers. Komasibuli, they make the same things. They're not into the same style. What is your approach to fashion itself?
Yeah. my approach to fashion. Like, I really don't know what I can say about that one. Yeah, I really don't know what I can say about that. But I always make sure to give somebody what he or she wants. Yeah. Even me, myself, I might see a dress. I'm like, I want to make this dress. And if I want to, I'll make it exactly like that one. Because I don't want a lot to be saying, Tinampasaji into what the bangira woman just sempana dijimina or what the bangira. Sana bangejo delojo. I'm what I ordered, this is what I got. So I don't do those kind of things. I always make sure to give somebody what he or she needed.
How is this diploma going to benefit you as a young woman in the country?
It would really benefit me, cause antama bezeka kunena zodi akusoka ndokuti mina naphunzira kwa jomba or mwakuti but then at least I'll have papers in fashion. I'll have a diploma and it will be benefiting me. We can say maybe there are other like my big companies that akufuna ntobanga woteka zikabangira jani like big ones, but though that's not my vision. Kumano, I can show them, yeah, I have papers in fashion. They'll see good, I'm well taught. I just didn't woke up on the gamba kuziphunzisa ndekha. Yeah, yes, that is it.
All right, for young ladies watching us at the moment, how, if they want to have a career in fashion, how would you encourage them?
What I can say for people at my age, they don't have to look down on themselves. If they're just staying out there, because there are a lot of girls, they don't do anything, they can just take a chance and study fashion. They can be doing into Zambi ana maskulu mafuna ma uniform. They'll be selling, at least they'll be finding something for themselves. Yeah. So they just don't have to look down on themselves. They have to look into fashion as well. Because yeah, fashion is really inspiring. A lot of people are wearing the fashion. It's wenda so zao diodi ya. Kufuna azienda mwandondo mekubunubwini. Yeah.
Right now, joining me is Naomi Malija. How are you doing?
I'm good, and you?
I'm fine. What has your inspiration behind fashion and lifestyle been?
Ine ndi munthu ona zoti I'm a makeup artist. So ndimangosirira basi nkamaona zosoka zotani panga ma designs azinthu ndimangosirira. So ntaomva kuti kunoko kuli school imeneyoyo ndinachiona kuti ndi chinthu chapatali kuti ndizangoyambako. I studied journalism professionally. Komano ndikusowa kwa ntchito kuona zoti ntchito sizikupezeka, naona zoti ndisamangokhala apart from kuti ndikupanga business yophoda chani, naona zoti ndikayambeko mwina nanenso kupanga fashion and designing. Yeah. Ndinapanga ndithu zinatheka. Yeah.
Now you're here.
Yes.
All right. Right now, what is the next step for Naomi? What are you going to be doing next? I know, Kuti, when we're talking about fashion, kumalawi kunoko zokamba zimakhala zambiri. You know, someone is looking at you right now and say, kupita ndopita school kukapanga, you know, fashion, this and that. Panoba, for you, what is next?
Ababa. I'm still focusing on fashioning and designing. Yeah. For kunoko imangokhala ma basics chabe. Tikapita kunja, we need to kuonesa experience yathu, kuonesa ma skills. Skills sitimaphunzisidwa. Kunoko tikaphunzira pamakhala pongoyambira chabe. So I'm planning to still focus pa fashion and designing. Ma phone ndili nawo wasikuti ndi oti tizingoona WhatsApp chanchani timathaso kuphunzira even through pa phone. Yeah. So ndimaona ma designers ena kunja, ena ku Malawi konkuno nkumaphunzirapo ndithu. Yeah.
Mene ukuonela iweyo, do you think fashion and designing is a career that young people should intentionally be into?
Yes.
Why do you say that?
Because as we all know, ntchito zikusowa. So sitingangopita tonse ku school kukanena zokuti tikhoza kuzaphunzira kuti zalembedwe ntchito. We can employ others as well. Munthu kuphunzira kusegula shop, even a company. Yeah. Upanga employers nzako ndekuti pamene popo ukhala zoti ukuthandizaso amalawi anzako kuwapezesa ntchito. Pamene kuti tisazitenge kuti mwina ndi career nzosakhala bwino. Fana zoti tikangokhala nkumadikira kuti ena atilemba ntchito nzosapindula. Ndikuze ni chinthu ichi. Designing ndingane kuti mwina ndi daily business. Sudikira salary. Sudikira kuti wina wake akulembe ntchito nde ulandire. Ndi andrama. Ndikuze ni choncho.
Chabwino, of late, a lot of Malawians have been, let me not say a lot of Malawians, but Malawians as a whole have been encouraged to buy materials that are made by, you know, fellow Malawians, buy local fabrics that are made, you know, by designers like you. Why do you think it's important for us to buy things that are locally made in the country?
It's good because nkhani ya forex yavuta kwathu kuno. Buying Malawian things zitithandizira kuti forex yathu isamapite kwina. Pamene tukagula kwina chani siziyenda tikatengera ndi mmene forex imene kusowera panopa. Komanso china tikhaza kuti we are empowering our fellow Malawians kupasana zochita kupeza ndrama than kukapanga promote anthu ena. I think it's better kumagula zathu zomwezi kupanga na empower ya kupanga na support. Yes.
All right, Naomi, this program is solely to empower young people, especially the ones that are watching us and, do not have maybe some of these skills or were not aware that they could, make this a career. How would you encourage those that are watching right now?
I will encourage them to not to rely just kuti mwina zalembedwe ntchito. Yeah. I will encourage them kuti akhale ozidalira. Asayang'ane pa chinthu chimodzi-modzi. Zimaoneka zonyozeka nthawi zina zake mwina kumayitanidwa kuti telala chani. Komano ine nditha kungwalimbikitsa kunena zoti ndrama ili mmanyazi. Akuyenera kuti apeze zochita ntchito zamanja ndi zambiri. Yeah.
Zikomo kwambiri, Naomi, we wish you nothing but the best.
Thank you.
We're still continuing with our chat. Right now, we want to talk to some alumni because when somebody has just graduated, they always look at those people that came before them to see what they're doing in the world. And of course, all right, ladies and gentlemen, I did say that we'll be joined by some alumni, and joining me now is Cindy, who studied music. How are you doing, Cindy?
I'm all right. How are you?
I'm fine. After studying music, how has your life been from the time that you finished to this stage?
Well, you already know that music here in Malawi needs a lot of push. So we are trying our best to push music. And from the time that I graduated from here and to now, I think I've grown so much. Music Crossroads taught me a lot, and it exposed me to a lot of new opportunities. And yeah, we're trying our best by and by.
All right. Sure. Talking about Malawian music in itself, you are young, you are female, you're in the music industry. Yeah. There's so many things to be considered. What would you say are some major challenges that you've been facing into breaking through with your music?
I think one thing is visibility. Whenever a female person wants to be visible enough, there is always something that you have to trade off. So that's one thing that is really making us female musicians to lack in a way. And we are given the platforms, but then sometimes those platforms come with a cost to it. So it drives us down that we should, it makes us to sell ourselves in a way that we shouldn't, when music should just be music, either female or male.
All right. Being a Malawian youth, how have you used your talent, your career, your education background to promote not only other young people, but also your community as a whole?
Well, I try as much as possible to promote my my other upcoming artists from Music Crossroads and wherever they may be. I try as much as possible to draw them out of where they are and try to expose them, especially on social media as a platform. I try as much as possible to bring them on my profile so that other people that follow me can also follow them as well. Sure.
All right. We hear most of the times that music is, a tool in driving, change. There's a lot of things happening at the moment, but one thing that we have, of course, focusing on is young people's empowerment. Female empowerment, men empowerment, young women, young men. How have you used your music to be a tool?
Oh, well, that's a hard one. But then I think my music speaks a lot, especially the fact that I have chosen to stick to my roots, using that to promote change as well, because I see that most of we young people have a choice in a way to choose whichever genre that we might take. But then I deliberately chose to stick to the traditional part of music because I feel like that also, in a way, can promote arts and can also kind of make us visible enough as a country and our culture and our beliefs as well. So I think music, on my part, I think I use that too to drive. Yeah.
I love that you're sticking to, cultural beliefs and, all that, traditional. I know that one thing that, most young people are attacked with is the fact that they're trying to run away from culture, Malawian culture itself, and adopting, some Western cultures. Why would you say it's important for young people in Malawi to stick to their roots and, of course, promote their tradition?
Well, we can't necessarily rule out everything. We all have a choice, but I think it is good because at the end of the day, those people we are kind of coping their genres. Those are their genres from their countries, and they've grown up to listen and grow in those genres. We as Malawi also have to have that kind of heart to promote our own music. So to any youth out there, I think whenever you're choosing the genres that you want to pursue in life, I think it's also good and admirable to have a fusion of both your country as well as the genre that you want to take in. Yeah.
Now, lastly, I know ena mena akuronera pano pamakamaka chinyamata koma music tikaphunzire difeo zitipindulira zimenezo kumazangoimba nyimbo chanchani. You are here, you have gone through the education system, you have been into the real world. What would you tell a young person watching us right now?
Come, because music is more than just music. You listen to it, you get the technicalities of music, you get the useful information that you need to have as a musician. You just can't learn music by just hearing. You have to be taught. You have to see what music is all about. And I think Music Crossroads, among other schools, is also doing that to young people. So if you want to really pursue music, you have to have the knowledge. Yeah, you can't run away from that. So you just need to.
That is a wrap in our today's 21st Generation program right here on Zodiak Television. In this program, we're talking about, making music and fashion and designing as a career. Most of the times, timangoziona zinthu zikuti yayi, pora achina uje amangoimba, wina lesa mafuna zikhala oimba, yayi achina uje ndarelala, wina lesa sangakhale telala. No, you can actually make a career out of these things. I hope you have learned one or two things from this program, and of course, if you're interested in making a career out of music and fashion and designing, you know now that ena akupindula nazo inuso, you can do the same. My name is Ruth Chavula. Continue watching other programs right here on Zodiac Television.